Hello and welcome to FanPark Live. I'm Terry Flewis from the Football Terrace. Arsenal 0, Stoke City 0. A pretty uneventful game in many ways. The Emirates is, at least a third empty as well today. Still some protests clearly going on. Protests with the feet going on from the Arsenal fans. A lack of intensity in this game. And you would expect for Stoke to try and turn this game up in the second half. They are fighting relegation. They are in absolute trouble right down at the bottom of the league. Although Arsenal are playing for nothing but pride at the moment, we are surely we're going to see a more exciting and exhilarating second half. I want to hear from you all though on 0203 606 0315. But before we do that, please do us a massive favour and download the OneFootball app. It's massively important that we do that. The information is in the description below. Whether you want football news, you want to keep up to date with the games, you want some statistical breakdowns, that is all available. And on top of that, what strings all of this together is the Ultimate Football Fan. We now have our own application where you can get some exclusive content that you can't even get on YouTube. All that information is below as well, so please give that a little look and a download as well. But I'm ready for your calls. I'm ready to hear what you guys out there are thinking. Arsenal fans, Stoke fans and neutrals alike.
Download as well. But I'm ready for your calls. I'm ready to hear what
hello?
You guys are thinking.
Yeah, hello?
Yeah, do me a favour. Can you turn down your device that you're watching the show on, please?
Yeah, I've done that.
Lovely, mate. So, what's your name, sorry?
Yeah, Michael, I saw it yesterday.
Oh, hello, Michael. How you doing?
Yeah, I was going to say I'm good, but I don't even know what this is. This is the first game of football I've witnessed Arsenal play ever. It's like they're on the beach. I don't know where to start.
Well, why is there a lack for you? Why is there a lack of intensity today?
I don't know, but one thing I do know is like, you see the fans in the stadium, they're like they're in the cemetery or in the morgue. They're not making this. The atmosphere is dead. The players are dead. I don't even know why. I don't know why. It's like they don't care.
Well, yeah. Look, the Emirates is renowned for being fairly quiet anyway. When you have at least 1/3 of your attendance, I mean, I don't care what the official stats say. When you look at the empty red seats today, that place is at least a third empty. There are fans voting with their feet. And then, do you know what? Let's put on a show. There's no pressure on Arsenal. They should be going out there and playing attacking football, getting themselves ready for their Europa League game by staying in good form. But there is nothing going on the pitch. Equally, though, Stoke, would you expect to see more from them? A team in an actual relegation fight?
Well, they're in the relegation zone for a reason. Like Arsenal should just destroy them, but they're not. They don't care. It's like I don't even Terry. I don't even know what to say. It's just Arsenal. They're just a disgrace today. I don't know.
Mate, listen, buddy, really do appreciate your call. Thank you very much.
Yeah. One thing I would say, though, is we need to make substitutions at half time. Take off El Neni and Robbie and bring on Lacazette and Mkhitaryan and just go for it. But
yeah,
who knows?
There we go. Mate, good shout. Thank you very much. Maybe Mkhitaryan and Lacazette are being saved for the Europa League game that's obviously coming on Thursday. We will be covering that on FanPark Live, so make sure you come and tune in for that. But there has to be an element of professional pride here from Arsenal. Surely there does. They can't do this to their fans. I mean, this is what we're talking about. They want to be entertained. They want to have something to cheer about and celebrate, but nothing. Hello, welcome to FanPark Live. What's your name?
Hi, hello.
Hello, mate. What's your name?
Jack.
Hello, Jack. Are you an Arsenal fan?
Yeah, Arsenal.
Okay, mate. Great. What were your thoughts on your team's display in that first half so far?
To be honest, it's not that it's quite expected. It's just that, knowing that we have a UEFA game coming up during midweek, I never expected us to play a strong full 11. So due to the fact that Jack is on the bench, You know, well, you have Koscielny on the bench. So it just shows that the side that we have on at the moment, you could see what our priorities are at the minute. But it's still no excuse, you know. The side we have right now for the first half, you know, it's a side that could easily, you know, in the form that Stoke's in right now, it's no excuse the way we performed.
No, so I understand the resting of players before the big game. The issue that you may have, though, if you end up drawing today in a board draw, or worse than that, losing to Stoke City, what does that do for the confidence of the team and the atmosphere around the stadium? Surely, you know, make a few substitutions in the second half, score a few goals, entertain, go into your game against CSKA Moscow with an air of confidence, with a bit of a swagger, with something, sort of a happy feeling, you know, a happy thought. Is that how I don't know, that's how Peter Pan can fly, do you know what I mean? You need a happy thought. At the moment, you look at this Arsenal team, and I don't see how they drag themselves out of this mire to put on a performance in the Europa League.
No, yeah, that's a good point you made. Maybe at the end of the day, you know, we should have started with a strong team, because at the end of the day, like you said, you know, it's not even about losing. I believe that even if we draw this match, we still wouldn't go to Moscow with that, like you said, with our heads up high. Because for Arsenal personally, I believe if we're going to go into Moscow with our heads high and in a confident manner, we need to win today's game. So in the aspect of us making a couple substitutes for the second half, I completely agree. You know, I like to see more creativity. So I like to see maybe someone like El Neni come off for Mkhitaryan.
Yep.
You know, we just need that creativity. You know, we need that cutting edge at the minute, because Ozil can't do it by himself. We all know that. So we need someone. We need a bit of brains on the field at the minute. So I think Mkhitaryan could do the job. You know, I think the fans should get behind the team more. I mean, I know it's the Emirates Stadium, and you know we're known for being quiet and everything. But honestly, like you know, today's atmosphere is just, you know, unacceptable, and all those empty seats, for me personally, I just can't understand why there's so many empty seats.
Look, I think do you know, I would answer that as best I can. My view and opinion is that a lot of supporters have now had an absolute enough. They've paid their season tickets. They can't do anything about that. However, if a third of the stadium doesn't arrive on match days, whatever the match day revenue is for the football club, they are losing a third of it. So you are still impacting that club. It has a detrimental effect on the TV viewing figures. Like, everyone watching it is bored of the football, but there's no atmosphere coming out of the stadium. All of this is I think, is the right thing for Arsenal fans to be doing. I suppose if you're, like a lot of supporters say, if you're that dead set against the way the club is running by the owners, the way Wenger's taking it forward, you turning up every week is a contradiction to that fact. I think the people that are not there, you know, I give them a lot of credit for doing that. I personally do. Mate, but I really do appreciate your call. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Terry.
Cheers, mate. Thank you. Some good views there. Oh, got another call straight away. Hello, welcome to FanPark Live. What's your name?
Hello, I'm Aidan.
Hello, Aidan. And you an Arsenal fan?
No, but my mate here is next to me. I'm a Newcastle fan, but I'm finding this game, like the first half, atrocious.
You're a Newcastle fan. Do you mind if I ask how old you are?
Huh?
How old are you?
Yeah, I'm 22 years old.
What made you pick Newcastle?
Well, my dad's family comes from Newcastle, and I'm originally from Nottingham.
Okay, Fred, that makes sense. A lot of Newcastle fans I know that are not Geordies, they tend to be around about 30 years old or so. That's when Newcastle were quite good. I was honestly just wondering. No issues at all. But what are you two making of this first half performance from Arsenal and Stoke as well? Because I thought I'd see more from Stoke. They're in a relegation battle, but then maybe a point for them away from Arsenal is a good result. What's your views on that?
Well, like, personally, from a Newcastle perspective, like Newcastle fan perspective, I think the second half needs like a really serious kick in the arse, like, because like they're earning so much money and they're just playing shit. Yeah,
I mean, no doubt about it. The performance is shocking. I mean, what's your you and your friend? I know he's a gooner. What's the sort of take on?
What do you think?
Oh, this game is very boring.
We've had a few Arsenal fans. We've had a few Arsenal fans phone up and suggest that obviously they're resting players and the players are taking it easy before the Europa League game. Do you think that's the best tactic to have, or do you think you should be going for it and keeping momentum high?
No, I think they should be going for it and keeping the momentum high. Keep the vibe going. I think they should have picked a good side today. They should have picked a strong side.
No,
So to get the confidence up for the Europa League. Yeah.
Mate, I totally agree with you. Hopefully, we'll see a more entertaining second half. Thank you both very much for your call. It means a lot. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a nice day. Hopefully, a better second half.
Yes, absolutely. I hope you enjoy it, mate. Take care. Good call there. We're going to go through and take a quick look at the One Football app now. We're going to get that up on the screen, as you can see. What we'll do, we'll click on the old... See, you see this little bit here. This is where the news stories are. You see here? Big news stories today about Griezmann reportedly agrees his Barcelona deal. Pogba is committed to Man United. But we'll touch on that another time. That's where the news is. We'll click on the matches here. We'll go to the Arsenal one, which we know is 0-0. Currently, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang is being voted as the man of the match. You can obviously click on that and vote for your man of the match later on. I don't tend to vote for mine until later on in the game because there's still 45 minutes to go. Let's look at some of the stats of this game. Arsenal dominating the ball, which they tend to do at the Emirates Stadium, which makes sense. But this is where it falls down a bit. They have had 7 attempts on goal. One of them is on target. One of them was actually a delightful dink by Aaron Ramsey that hit the bar. So that does count as being off. It is officially off target. But there hasn't really been those gilt-edged chances. Butland hasn't been forced into making any extraordinary saves. Arsenal have moved the ball around the edge of the box well on a few occasions. But if we then go down to the defensive side of things, you know, the clearances are still quite low and interceptions are quite low from Stoke City, which means that the attacks have relatively, you know, that's representative of the fact that Arsenal's attacks have kind of petered out when they've been moving forward. And is that due to not... You know, Ozil's on the pitch, though. Jack Wilshere's on the pitch. Jack Wilshere. There is still quality out there. I totally understand Mkhitaryan and Lacazette being on the bench is a dampener. But this Arsenal team should have more than enough to go at this Stoke City side. Surely they must. And I'd love to know. Leave your comments in the sections below and smash that like button. But we'll come back to the One Football app more at full time as well. As ever, we appreciate you all tuning in. Make sure you download that application if you want it. It's absolutely amazing. And the best part about it for you, it's free. It costs you absolutely nothing. Make sure you're subscribing to the Ultimate Football Fan YouTube channel as well. That's what powers and brings all of this thing. Whatever platform you're watching on now, whether it's Arsenal Fan TV, my channel, The Football Terrace, go check out the Ultimate Football Fan page. Get that subscribed to. And also download our exclusive application as well. You can do that in iTunes, Google Play, or from the description below. And as I've mentioned, there's some exclusive content on there all the time coming that you don't get anywhere on YouTube. The only place you can get that is on the app, so go and give that a little bit of a download as well. I'll be back again in around 45 minutes time to review this game at full time, so enjoy the second half. Hopefully we can get some goals in this second half. I actually thought there'd be goals today. So far there hasn't been. Hopefully it's a less of a bore draw and a bit more of an entertaining time for us all. Everyone take care, look after yourselves, God bless, and I'll see you all again very, very soon.